Have you ever noticed how a bad night's sleep can make your day more stressful? Or how being stressed seems to make it impossible to get a good night's sleep? Is one causing the other? And how can you break this cycle? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Active Wave channel, your go-to source for cutting-edge fitness insights. If you're excited about fitness and fitness technology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date with all of our latest content. Today, we're unraveling the sleep-stress cycle. We'll explore how stress impacts your sleep, how poor sleep can crank up your stress levels, and most importantly, how you can break this cycle to improve both your sleep and your mental health. Let's get started. First, let's look at the impact that stress has on your body. When you experience stress, your body's hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, we'll call it HPA, is activated. This system controls your body's stress response by releasing stress hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline. It's also known as epinephrine. These hormones are meant to prepare the body to face a threat or challenge by triggering the fight or flight response. Cortisol, which is often called the stress hormone, plays a crucial role in this cycle. Normally, cortisol levels follow a diurnal pattern, high in the morning to help you wake up and decreasing throughout the day to the lowest levels at night, which obviously helps facilitate sleep. Under stress, this pattern can be disrupted, leading to elevated cortisol levels at night, which can inhibit the onset of sleep and lead to fragmented sleep patterns. Stress can lead to psychological and emotional arousal, which makes it difficult to wind down. When your brain is hyper-aroused, it remains vigilant and alert, which is counterproductive to the relaxation needed for sleep. Stressful situations also often trigger worrying thoughts about past or future events, which can keep the mind active at night, making it hard to fall asleep. This is particularly noticeable in conditions like anxiety and stress-related disorders where rumination and excessive thinking are common. Chronic stress can alter your typical progression through the various sleep stages. For example, stress can lead to increased periods of light sleep and decreased deep sleep, or slow wave sleep and REM sleep, which are important for both physical recovery and emotional regulation. Stress can cause frequent awakenings throughout the night and early morning awakenings, which can prevent you from getting the restorative sleep that you need. Prolonged exposure to stress can lead to insomnia, which is characterized by difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early and not being able to go back to sleep. Insomnia can become a chronic issue if the underlying stress is not addressed. Over time, the bed and the bedroom environment can actually become associated with wakefulness and stress instead of relaxation and sleep. This phenomenon, known as conditioned arousal, will make initiating sleep even more challenging. Now let's look at the impact that poor sleep has on the body. Sleep is critical for cognitive processes like memory consolidation, problem solving, and decision making. Lack of sleep can lead to decreased attention span, slower reaction times, and impaired judgment, which can make daily tasks more challenging and increase the likelihood of errors and accidents. During your sleep, especially during certain stages like the slow wave sleep and REM sleep, the brain processes and consolidates new information. Insufficient sleep during those times can hinder this process, which can affect both short-term and long-term memory, and it makes learning new skills or retaining new information more difficult. Sleep deprivation is closely linked to various mood disorders. People who don't get enough sleep often experience irritability, increased stress, anxiety, and overall negative mood. Chronic sleep deprivation can also contribute to long-term mood disorders like depression. When you're sleep deprived, your body's ability to regulate stress hormones like cortisol that we talked about can be impaired, making you more reactive or sensitive to stressful situations. This heightened stress response can create the vicious cycle that we're talking about. Sleep also plays a vital role in the functioning of the immune system. Chronic sleep deprivation can weaken the immune response, making you more susceptible to infections and slowing down recovery from illness. Ongoing sleep deprivation has been linked to a higher risk of developing several chronic health conditions, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and hypertension. These conditions themselves can create additional stress, perpetuating the sleep stress cycle. Sleep affects the levels of several hormones in the body, including those that regulate appetite. Poor sleep can disrupt these hormones, leading to increased hunger and appetite, which can contribute to weight gain and more stress. Sleep deprivation can also affect social skills and the ability to recognize emotional cues in others. This can impair interpersonal relationships and increase feelings of social isolation. Both in professional and personal settings, lack of sleep can lead to decreased productivity and performance. In work environments, this often manifests as reduced efficiency, more mistakes, and a higher rate of absenteeism. The combination of stress and poor sleep leads to a feedback loop where each condition exacerbates the other, creating a self-perpetuating cycle. Understanding and managing this feedback loop is really essential for breaking the cycle and improving both your sleep and your stress levels. This cycle can begin with either stress or poor sleep. For example, a stressful event can lead to a night of poor sleep, or conversely, a few nights of poor sleep can increase an individual's stress levels due to fatigue and cognitive impairment. On the biological front, like we talked about, stress activates the body's sympathetic nervous system, leading to increased production of the stress hormones like cortisol, which disrupt sleep. Poor sleep, in turn, leads to dysregulation of these hormones, making the body more susceptible to stress. Psychologically, stress often leads to anxiety and hyperarousal, which makes it difficult to fall asleep and maintain deep sleep. Poor sleep then results in cognitive dysfunction, mood disturbances, and decrease resilience to stress, creating a heightened perception of stress in daily situations. Each pass through the cycle can intensify the effects of both stress and sleep deprivation. For instance, as stress levels increase due to poor decision making and emotional regulation from sleep loss, the resulting higher stress levels make subsequent night sleep even more difficult. Over time, this feedback loop can lead to chronic insomnia and chronic stress conditions, further entrenching the cycle. Chronic insomnia can lead to severe psychological and physical health issues, while chronic stress can deteriorate mental health and increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. So most importantly, how do we break this cycle? As you just heard, with each thing perpetuating the other, it can be really difficult. But with a multifaceted approach, it is possible to improve both sleep quality and stress management. Stress management techniques include mindfulness and meditation and deep breathing exercise. Regular practice of mindfulness meditation can significantly reduce stress levels by enhancing present moment awareness. Mindfulness helps in observing stressful thoughts without judgment, which can prevent them from escalating and continuing your stress throughout the day. Deep breathing techniques, or belly breathing, can help calm the body's stress response and promote relaxation, making it easier to fall asleep. Things like yoga, which combine physical postures, breath control, and meditation, can really help reduce your stress, improve your physical health, and enhance sleep quality. From the sleep side of things, it's all about improving sleep hygiene. First, we need to keep a consistent sleep schedule. Your body's sleep development is really built on a cycle, so going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate that body's internal clock and make you feel tired at night and ready to wake up in the morning. Ensuring that your bedroom is conducive to sleep is really crucial. This involves maintaining a comfortable temperature, using blackout curtains to block light, and minimizing noise. Developing a pre-sleep routine can also help. This is things like reading, taking a warm bath, or listening to soothing music that will signal the body that it's time to wind down. Again, your brain recognizes patterns, so building a pattern around sleep will help you feel ready to go to sleep when it's time. Diet and physical activity also both play an important role. Consuming a balanced diet that includes foods rich in magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins can promote better sleep. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime can also prevent sleep disturbances. Engaging in regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercises, can decrease stress and improve sleep. It is best to avoid vigorous exercise close to bedtime, as that can be too stimulating. There are also cognitive behavioral techniques. This is a structured program that helps you identify and replace thoughts and behaviors that cause or worsen sleep problems with habits that promote sound sleep. And then on the stress side, there's something called stress inoculation training. This is a cognitive behavioral approach that teaches techniques to manage stress and cope better with life's challenges, which can indirectly improve sleep. So it's important to recognize that there are programs out there and to get the professional help if you need it. And as technology becomes more prevalent in our routines, using sleep trackers to monitor your sleep patterns can help provide insights into your sleep quality and help you identify factors that are disrupting your sleep. And there are many apps that now offer guided meditation stories or relaxing sounds to help with sleep onset and stress reduction. That wraps up our deep dive into the sleep stress cycle. Remember, managing this cycle is crucial not just for your sleep or stress levels, but really for your overall health and well-being. Whether it's through practicing mindfulness, enhancing your sleep environment, or maybe even seeking some professional advice, the key is a holistic approach that addresses both stress and sleep. Experiment with different strategies that we discussed today to find what best suits you and your lifestyle and helps you break this challenging cycle. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, drop them in the comments below. Love hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.